Hello everyone, this is GamePro24X, and today the Fulton rocket launcher has finally been released. So, if you go down to your development tab, or if you've already noticed, you would get a little message saying that you have a development requirements for the Fulton launcher. That is, of course, you have at least 50 plus level in your R&D just to get to stage 1. Now, I do not have the information on like how much it costed to get me all this stuff. What I can tell you from what I can remember is that you need at least 52 in R&D to get the very first stage, and then you need to have a fair level of base development R&D the next one, and you need R&D and combat for the last one. It only goes up to grade 8, and the only difference between all three of them is that how much ammo you carry. So obviously the more you develop, the more ammo you're going to be able to carry with you. So nothing else is going to change. Along with the Fulton launcher, we also got brand new weapons, and I've been highlighting them throughout the entire video if you haven't noticed. But one in particular that really catches my eye is this AMD-114. Look at the penetration and the impact force on that bitch. Look at that. That has the same exact penetration as the Brennan series. The Brennans are the only weapon that had that much penetration. Yet this little dingy 9mm pistol has that much penetration and even more, a lot more impact. So I can't wait to build that and try it out. But as for the Fulton launcher, for it to work, you need to have a direct hit on the target. So only one rocket can Fulton one person. However, I did find another way around it. If you happen to stack a group of enemies on top of each other, you can actually Fulton multiples at one time. It seems to me that the max I've ever gotten in one hit is about 4 or 5. And as you can see here, I'm actually able to Fulton a nice fair amount of these dudes with one shot. And of course, on my final shot, I was able to Fulton 4. So you can in fact Fulton a fair amount of people with it. You just need to be creative with what you do with it. Another little interesting quirk about this weapon is that whenever you're chilling in the ACC, whatever you had in your loadout will be sitting right beside you in the chopper. However, if you look right here, the Fulton launcher it's clipping through the box that it should be sitting on top of. I think my only speculation as to why it's doing that is because I think Konami may have had another model in mind, either that or something just fucked up with the positioning and such. That's why it's doing that. So that was just an interesting little quirk. Now, the things that it doesn't do, and it's a very, very large list of the things that it can't do. It cannot Fulton animals, whether they be big or small. It cannot Fulton containers. It cannot Fulton vehicles. It cannot Fulton enemies that are inside vehicles. Yes, if you hit an enemy dead on while they're riding in a walker or in a four-wheeler or anything like that, they'll get out of the car, but nothing will happen. So, yeah, you're kind of shit out of luck when it comes to that. So it only works on personnel. Another thing is that it doesn't work on the skulls. We've tried Fultoning the skulls when they were alive, when they were dead. It doesn't work on them. But obviously, as we all know, you can, in fact, Fulton them manually. So, yeah. Another thing that we have tried out is possibly Fultoning the Man on Fire. And that has been tested on numerous different ways. And he cannot be Fultoned with the launcher at all. You can't get an easy win after that. So, that is just another little gripe about it. Obviously, for people that are like Code Talker or just other special NPCs that you had to manually recruit from the chopper, they will not be affected by the Fulton launcher because, as you already know, you can't Fulton them on your own regardless. So it makes perfect sense that the Fulton launcher doesn't Fulton them as well. So yes, this Fulton launcher is very limited and is very, very situational. So I don't really see too many perks of using it as much. The only real thing I see it being used for is when you are grabbing extra S++ members from a buddy that you're farming off of. Because again, you can have as many people as you want on that base. And of course, if you knock out a good amount, you put them in a nice pile, you'll be able to at least grab a few of them with a few shots. So instead of having the 48 maximum of Fultons that you carry on your person, you will have an extra 8 shots That's if you have the maximum level of the Fulton launcher. So you can I can definitely see people getting at least 2 people per shot, and that can easily equate to 16 additional people that you're getting from that one run, whereas you would before you get 48. So I will definitely have to do a lot more testing when it comes to that. So I'll definitely stream it again. A lot of this information that we found out happened during the stream. So the stream is going to be up shortly. It's still processing right now, but hopefully when this video is out, it's already done processing. You guys can go back and watch it. A lot of crazy and really interesting and wacky things happened during that stream. And I was very pleased to see that I had a lot of people watching. We had like 30 plus, like practically the entire time. So yeah, a lot of us were really looking for this weapon. But if I was to really rate it on like the expectation, it's no Carl Gustav. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's the Fulton launcher in Peace Walker. The Carl Gustav is 10 times better than the Fulton launcher here, because it didn't matter if you hit the ground, if you hit the person, it will Fulton them. On top of that, if you hit the ground and it touched multiple people, it's gonna Fulton. One shot can Fulton like 4 dudes at once. That right there makes it infinitely better than what we have right now. Obviously, you can still do that, but you have to have them in one pile, which obviously you're going to have to do a lot of extra work. Whereas in Peace Walker, nope, you just blast it in the ground and hope you get everyone in that group. So, in my honest opinion, at least it is very cheap to build. At least for grade 5, it is very, very affordable. It only takes, I believe, minor metals and fuel. So, I'm sure a lot of you guys have stockpiles of that. And it doesn't take that high of a level of staff to even build it. So I can probably also see more of this being used for people who are new to the game and, you know, want to at least get some nice easy Fultons from a distance and not have to worry about things. I could definitely see that. But all in all, it is kind of niche. Now, here's the one thing I definitely 100% see this thing being used. I don't have the footage of it right now, but I guarantee you when you go back and watch that stream, I'll definitely have timestamps in there to show off all the tests that we have done. I can definitely say 100% for sure, this has brought a brand new meta in FOB raids. What do I mean? This can actually, if you can land this hit on an infiltrator or a defender, bam, they're Fultoned. You're done. Yeah, this weapon is fucking OP in FOB raids. So I know we have the Hannah Jehudi and like the stun grenade launcher and all this other bullshit. This weapon is definitely going to be in that arsenal now. And seeing that many people can easily get their hands on it, even at grade 1, you have 4 shots. All you have to do is land 1 hit. You can easily snipe a guy across the way. If they don't notice you there and you spot them like sniping other guys off of your platform, bam, you can just hit them from far away and they're done. They're Fulton. That's it. You can't stop it, and you can avoid it, but once you get hit, you're fucked. That's it. And if you're going up against someone who is a defender that has all 8 of his shots like aimed at you, oh, you better pray that you're really good at dodging, because holy shit, it can quickly end your run like that. So I definitely see George. I can't pronounce the last bit of his name. I can definitely see him making videos of him demonstrating that full effect. But like I said, in the stream itself, you will definitely see that happen as well. So it is definitely going to be a game changer for those of you who are playing in FOB raids. It's a definite meta changer, I guess I should say. But then again, I'm not the one who really can determine that, because I don't really play FOBs. But I can see its usefulness. It's really, really useful. And trust me, people can be pretty good at aiming. So, yeah, other than single player, not very useful in single player, online / FOB, oh yeah, definite. Oh, and that brings me to another thing. When it comes to FOB events that require you to Fulton people, I think I can definitely see some use of it in some events. I'll just have to wait to see when I get another event where we have to Fulton people. I want to see if like it really does make it a little bit easier. to do. So we'll just have to find out about that later on down the road. But I hope you guys are playing around with it, testing it out, see what you can really do with it. But I've done what I can possibly conjure in my mind and from what the chat has suggested to me as much as I could. So if you guys end up discovering something else that's pretty new, that's pretty interesting about it, let me know. But other than that, I am kind of grateful that Konami did let us finally have it. I'm happy that none of my speculations were true. Well, only one speculation was true, is that they released it and, you know, they finally gave it to us, and that was the end of that. As for the future of Metal Gear Solid 5, well, I don't know. They'll definitely release higher weapon grades, and possibly higher weapon grades of this one too. Possibly, they might even make a weapon grade to where you get a ammo conversion where it can finally Fulton containers and such. Oh, and for those of you who might be wondering, it can't Fulton containers, as I already mentioned, and it won't be able to Fulton nukes either, because it's in the same category as a container. So I know, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are like, oh man, I'm going to be able to snipe nukes across the way. No, it doesn't work. And I've had someone on stream confirm that for me as well. So, again, if it was able to do all of that, it would be broken as shit. Extremely broken as shit. And you will find yourself completing raids in no time. Or at least stealing nukes in no time. So, yeah, at least I can say thank you, Konami, for actually fucking releasing it and not holding it hostage like it has been throughout the entire year. So at least you can give them some kudos for that. But we'll have to just sit back and see what happens to the future of this. Sorry I didn't have a lot of gameplay for you, because there really wasn't that much interesting stuff about it. Again, you'll find all the interesting shit in my stream. And I'll definitely link it all below, and I'll definitely timestamp it all when it's finally processed and such. Anyways, I've talked long enough. I greatly support a lot of you who have been following my videos, who have been following my channel ever since I started this up about 2 years ago. I just want to let you guys know that you're in for a treat later on this week. So I will go into a lot more details, and I'll definitely make a video of what I'm talking about. But to those of you who have participated in the stream or have been listening to me talk for a while, you already know what it is. But anyways, I thank you all for watching, and I thank you all for joining this Fulton Launcher release. And I hope you guys have a good morning, good night, and I'll talk to you guys later.